Afternoon, this is Dave T1963. It's a week before season. I know everyone's doing like I'm doing, getting ready for it, getting all the gear ready and getting their broadhead sharp, making their plans. All that's important. One thing that I want to encourage people to do that I didn't do when I was younger was, man, it pays dividends to get into a good physical fitness program and to keep at it. I've been walking 25,000 steps a day for the last month with this 50-pound pack. This is a weighted vest, and it's got little tubes with weights that can go up to 60-something pounds, but I've been walking with about anywhere from 45 to 52 pounds, getting in 25 to 30,000 steps a day. Get up at 4 o'clock every morning, so I've got my body trained now to get up early. I go for a walk with my dog, carrying this pack. I usually try to get in about 10,000 steps in the morning, and then I'll walk after lunch, and then once again, like this evening, I'm just walking in my yard because there's rain all around. Didn't want to get caught out there. But this is something that I do every year. I lift weights. This year I've done a lot of mobility and flexibility exercises because as you get to be my age and older, it really starts, your body, it takes a toll on your body. You know, a 3-month hunting season, I'll probably hunt this year probably close to 100 hunts between October and February. And that's 100 days. I might actually have 2 hunts per day in a lot of those. There's days I put in 10 miles carrying my backpack, my stand, my sticks, camera gear and all that. And over the course of 3 months doing that day in, day out, that takes a toll on your body. Getting up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, driving 2 hours, hunting all day. Our sun goes down about 8 o'clock. On average, it's almost 8:30 hunting season is when I get out of the woods at early, October. And then it's a 2-hour, 3-hour drive for me to get back. So it's 11 o'clock. Turn around and get back up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Getting 4 to 5 hours sleep. If your body isn't in good shape, sorry about the dogs, I'm walking in my yard. But if you haven't trained it to handle stress and to push, after 30, 40 days of hunting hard, man, your body's going to want to give up on you. And, getting your mind right, too. I forget who it was. I listened to a podcast this year. I think it was, who was that? His name's slipping my mind right now. Andy May. I was listening to a podcast Andy May did about preparing your mind and pushing through those hard things every day, getting up every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, going to the gym, doing those things throughout the year. How that gives you a mental strength. And if you're not practicing that stuff, if you're not working on your physical and your mental strength, I guarantee you as the days go on and on and on, it's going to become harder and harder and harder to get out there and get it done and to have the willpower and the desire. I've seen so many podcasts where people want to know, what's your secret? What's your tactic? What's this? How are you successful? And I'm just going to speak for myself, though. For myself and for every of the good hunter that I've ever known, the number one quality that I see in them is persistence. Above everything else is that persistence to keep doing it when no one else will. When it's terrible conditions outside, when it's 100 degrees outside, when it's snowing, when you're stuck in the mud, to continue to do that day after day after day and get into that grind and not let that grind defeat you, that takes mental toughness. And just like physical strength, that comes over time from working at it, developing those attitudes. So it's probably too late to jump on a program this year, but I encourage folks, don't neglect your body, man. Even you young guys that are 25, 30 years old, one day you're going to be above 60 like I am. And your body's going to start letting you down if you don't take care of it. And you don't harden and strengthen it. So my advice is get you a weighted vest like I've got on now. Go rucking. Get you some weights. You don't have to have a whole lot of weights. You can do a whole lot with a dumbbell set. You know, you get 50 pounds of dumbbells, 2 dumbbells, 50 pounds. You can do squats, you can do chest presses, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can do body weight exercises to stay in shape. The most important thing is to get out there and move, keep your muscles strong, work your legs, work your cardiovascular. Guarantee you, at the beginning of the year, I couldn't be carrying this 50-pound weight talking without taking big breaths. So, you know, it's all about conditioning. And if you're not doing it, man, you're selling yourself short. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky on opening morning and knock down a good one. Good on you. That's typically not how my season goes. I usually get on 2 or 3 good bucks a year, and I might get one in October. I'll probably get a couple in November, and then in December, if I'm hunting out of state, I'll get another in December. But I put the time in the tree. I wear boots out. I walk a lot of miles. I hunt by myself, so I drag my deer out by myself, or I pack them out by myself. And so I'm 61. Look at John Eberhard. Dude, 70-something years old. He's the Warren Womack. Those guys didn't just do that by focusing just on their gear. They kept their body in physical shape too. So anyway, I hope everyone has a great season. Man, I've already seen a couple people. Hank Parker fell putting up a ladder stand. And I've seen a couple other people already falling from stands. Man, folks, be safe out there. Use your safety gear. Put that dang tether or lineman's belt or your safety harness on. Don't be climbing sticks without it. Don't step into your stand without tethering to that tree first. It's not worth it, guys. You break your back and you might be watching us on YouTube while you're sitting in a wheelchair somewhere. Don't let that happen to you, man. You guys that hunt around snakes and stuff, we're snake gators. Jason, over Wilderness Podcast or whatever, that guy, I don't know, he seems to be a magnet for snakes, so I'm glad to see he's got several snake boot options. Wear snake boots. Make sure you got a good headlamp. Take a compass with you. Learn how to use it, especially if you're hunting the big ones. There's lots of things to do besides shooting bows and arrows to get ready for deer season and sharpening broadheads and all that kind of stuff. All that's important. But so is taking care of your number one hunting tool here and here, your heart and your mind. That's what's going to carry you through the season. Your bow's not going to get you through a long season. Your heart and your mind will. So get those in shape as well. Anyway, have a great season. Dave 21963, I'm out.